Hey, is this thing on? Is it working? Well, that is not a pretty angle. I'm sure it's not a good angle to the people behind me if there are any, because they just see a butt in the air, bro. My butt is in the air. I'm just sitting here now. I'm shaking my butt in the air. I was gonna say the AS hashtag word, but no. Today, we're gonna be talking about self-expression and shit. Okay, self-expression. This is important because I feel like more and more self-expression is becoming less common. Like, I don't really see as much self-expression. And here's why. It's because, honestly, of social expectation. Yeah. Social expectation. Being glued to people, being glued to your phone. Like, there's not as much socialization around today as there was, let's say, 10 years ago. Because most people now are glued to their phone, doom scrolling, and like seeing all these memes, and in a way becoming collectively the same. Yeah, I think that's a good way to word it. Collectively the same. And it is something I noticed. I wish that more parents were more strict with giving kids electronics at a young age. Now, you might say, oh, I'm crazy, but I'm not. Like, this is actually what I've witnessed firsthand. I think that there should be a limit on how young you give somebody a cell phone, per se. For me, my parents didn't let me get my own personal cell phone until I'm 13, which might sound crazy. If there's any young viewers, gosh, I hope not. I'm so sorry for, like, the parents that have to deal with my stupidity if anybody young ever watches me. But that being said, like, I think waiting till I was 13 was one of the best things my parents ever has done for me. Because people who get cell phones at a younger age sometimes are a little bit more spoiled, maybe a little bit more disconnected to the world around them. They don't really have as much socialization as those around them, which is one big thing. Like I said, I've noticed that when my school banned cell phones, right, when I was in high school and the school banned cell phones, I finally got to see human interaction, human socialization. And that's something that doesn't happen as commonly. Have you ever seen those, like, girl hangouts? And all the girls on their girl hangouts are sitting there just not saying a word, scrolling through Instagram. I'm gonna like that picture. You go, girl. Slay. My oldest sister started saying, yes, queen, which, not to make fun of her, but like, yes, queen. No, I'm sorry, but no. If you're watching this, cut that out. Please. For the sake of me, okay? It was fun I went to the Living Tombstone concert with her. It was absolutely amazing. I loved that concert. But I could not stop cringing when my sister would go, yes, queen! Stop! You go, girl. Slay. Like, girl socialization hangouts are zero socialization. Like, girl hangouts, that's what I should say. Girl hangouts have no socialization. Maybe like actual good hangouts that girls have, maybe they're doing their hair. Maybe they're actually talking about some relationship stuff, some real life stuff, human interaction. But when I see people gathered in a circle, flipping through their phones, I'm like, bro, experience the world, right? Experience the world. Because here's the problem, is that the more you're glued to social media, the more you're glued to your phone, the less you get to actually express yourself. You don't really have the socialization that you generally get without your cell phone. There's some people that would go above and beyond in nastiness to get their phone back. My coworker asked me a question. He said, if you dropped your phone in the toilet, would you grab it? And I said, does the toilet have shit or piss in it? And he said, no. And I said, then yes, I would grab my phone. He started with like, would you, if your phone got thrown away, would you jump in would you go jump into a dumpster to get it? And I was like, yes, it's better than grabbing into a toilet. I also asked, are there poop stains on the toilet? Because if there are, that's a no-go. I'm not grabbing my phone. Right, that's a guarantee. If it's on the toilet, I'm gonna take that little like like little pinch grabber things, just pull it right out, because I'm not touching it. And then even then, I'd be wearing like a whole fucking hazmat suit, because now my phone has just become radioactive, shit-faced, and like I'm gonna be like setting it on to like this freaking 18 layers of paper towels to make sure that not even a droplet of toilet water that may or may not have poop stain marks, just, and then boom, I'm done. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching it. Like that phone at that point, bro, I'm grabbing a plastic bag, putting some gloves on, grabbing a plastic bag, and going, throwing it in the trash. I'm sorry, I cannot. Maybe I'll be like, do some surgical maneuvers with some tweezers or something, and just like pull the SD card out, save my stuff. But I'm not, like, it would take a lot for me to want to get my phone back from that. Like, it has to be like a dire need. Like, I cannot get home if my phone is submerged in this toilet water. Like, if it, last case scenario. Anyways, I'm getting distracted because that's just something I don't like about cell phones. There's a lot of kids that are so stuck up and so like, I just don't understand how people can experience the world around them when they're glued to their phones 100% of the time. That's one thing I don't know. Like, my friends and everything, they're great. They're not on their phone as much as most people I see out in the world. Like, they actually, like, if you start talking to them, they will put their phones down. And I love that, because there's some people you will talk to that even when you're talking to them, they're going, yeah. And there's sometimes where conversations that I try having with people when they're on their phone, I instantaneously just like start saying some random stuff, and their body's on autopilot. They're not really listening to what I'm saying. So I just start saying some diabolical stuff to get a reaction, and they're just like, you could just tell they're not listening, because they're like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, well, did you hear about that orphanage that just got freaking bombed last week? And yeah. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I literally knew the guy who did it. It was literally my best friend. Renard. Yeah. No. I cannot stand that. I cannot stand that. My dad used to compliment me because of how little I was on my phone. And it's like, I mean, I see it in my mom. Like, my mom, I feel bad because, like, I know for a fact it probably hurts my dad a little bit, because there are some times where he tries talking to her and she's just on her phone. I mean, that happened to me. Like, when I would try to ask her for things, like, can I do this today? When I was younger, she'd be sitting there scrolling Facebook, and then she's like, yeah. And then when a few days later, when I actually go to do that thing, she's like, where are you going? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna go here. And she's like, no. And I'm like, well, too late. You agreed to it when you were subconsciously responding. No hate on my mom. I love her. She's a great woman. Yeah. So I'm gonna stray away from phone usage and phone stuff, because you could give people tablets when they're younger. I mean, I had a little Z-Pad when I was a kid. I used to play mobile games on. I used to have screen limitations. I never had screen limitations because my dad worked at AT&T, so he was able to literally just make it to where at a certain time, like every night at 10 p.m., my any electronic would just cut off. It just dropped internet. He had that for my computer for a little bit. It was bad because, like, when I'd be playing Fortnite, I'd be sitting there fucking cranking 90s about to freaking pump somebody in the face, and then all of a sudden I jump up, pull out the shotgun, and then internet disconnects because I reached my limit, and that was it. It was so unfortunate. But yeah, like little C-pads, tablets, like monitoring their things, like keeping an eye on what they're doing. That's important. That's good. That's good parenting. But don't give a kid a cell phone that young. I mean, honestly, 10 years old is probably enough. Like, if you wait till they're 10, that's tolerable. I see parents who give their kids things, like cell phones at the age of like 4, which I don't want to be. I've never had a kid. I don't know what it's like, but to me, it kind of feels like that's a parent's way of being like, okay, well, if I just give this kid their cell phone, then they won't bother me as much, which is true. They're not going to bother you as much. They're going to be glued to their screen. But in that case, you're literally taking up the time that a kid has, the most essential times of life. That's Donald. Donnie pulled up. They literally, when their brain is still in the works, still growing, and then they just, I'm getting distracted. That's okay. Like, in their time, their brains are still developing. You give them their phone, and boom. Like, now they are literally going to have a branch in their brain that will always tell you, get on your phone right now. Get on your phone right now. I would love to have social interactions with people. But that's just me. Anyways, expressing yourself. These days, hold on. How you doing, Donnie? Oh, that's so good. But I wish I knew the lyrics. From me, I've been trying to make you love me. Self-expression. Okay. Now that whole social media thing is done, when it comes to self-expression, that's something that people don't do as often due to social pressures and judgment. I've experienced it myself. I have anxiety. I have crazy anxiety sometimes. Used to not happen. Now it does. Besides the point. To me, sometimes I get in social situations, a lot of the time. There's a lot of times where I get in social situations where I don't know how to respond due to a subconscious expectation of the people around me. It's hard to express myself without the fear of judgment. Without the fear that, oh, this guy, he's too immature. I'm immature on the outside. I'm super emotionally mature on the inside. I think that's what matters. Anyways, so I'm deemed immature a lot. I'm 20, bro. I'm young. But there's a lot of times where I still have that anxiety that I'm getting judged, that if I say something and it's gonna come out wrong. And that's just a lack of self-expression. Like, I just didn't know how to express myself at certain points in socialization. I don't know how to express myself due to thinking about what the other person's gonna want from me, what their needs are, what their expectations are from me. Being different is not a bad thing. Being different's really, really good. Being different is something that doesn't happen as often. All the great people who are different are successful. Being different makes you successful. That's just a plain fact. Give me uno momento, secondo.
Can I enter?
Enter. Oh yeah, the car's unlocked. Yeah, unlock it right there. Yes, sir. I'm talking about some self-expression.
Oh, perfect.
Self-expression. This is my boy Donnie.
How we doing?
Yes, sir.
Hell
yes,
yeah.
sir. Little nice Gues Cameo. Should I turn this on, or does that make your face too bright? I'll turn these off.
That
Yes,
works.
sir. No, that's low-key
Oh,
fire.
yeah.
That's low-key fire.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Where was I at in self-expression, bro? I was saying about how I think that all great people, all people who are successful and very, very great at what they do, popular, are people who are they self-express a lot. Think of like Tyler the Creator, for example. Like, I think the only reason why he made it to the point he is today is because of self-expression. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that.
Yeah, I feel like that's important.
When I think of Kanye.
Hey, he's expressing himself on both sides of his body, bro. Whoa, what? Both.
What do you mean by that?
I'm saying he takes it up. I should say that. Nah, both parts of his brain, bro. He's got the insane part that he expresses, and he's got the cool part he expresses. He's expressing himself in every way necessary.
There you go.
Which is kind of fire.
Oh yeah,
bro. And art, bro. People who are artists, that's absurd to me. That's good.
Bro.
Yeah.
My sister does art.
Yeah, and like,
I don't know how she'd be doing that.
Even some people at the pharmacy, bro. I get
like Drew?
Dude, oh my, his drawings, bro. Oh my.
Dude, Drew can draw.
And the problem is, self-expression isn't as shown as much because of like social expectation.
Yeah, I know, it's
and
crazy.
Judgment and all this shit. Everybody's becoming kind of the same because they're scared to be themselves.
I feel you.
That was actually bars, bro.
Bro,
I'm cooking. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna get up to the front seat so you don't feel as awkward being closer to the camera.
I felt special being closer to the camera.
Oh.
I felt like a special guest.
Oh, I made you no special.
It's okay.
Actually, it's still good though because you're still closer to the camera.
I am because I'm just physically closer.
It's at an angle, yeah.
Hi guys. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
fried. You can kind of tell.
That's okay. Self-expression, my brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's so good. I mean, songs, bro. Songs are such a good way to self-express.
Facts.
I made a song. I'm not gonna show the whole thing. I'm gonna show just the beginning, and I'm gonna pause it.
Wait, I gotta leak it a little bit.
You gotta leak it a little bit.
I gotta leak it a little bit. Oop, that's a fire
Oh
song.
yeah. Then nothing hurts anymore. That's such a great song. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, I made a song. I like these videos, I guess, in a way of self-expressing. Being able to think of things that are on my mind. I'm just like, fuck it. Here's a video of it. It's kind of fire. I like doing it. Yeah. This is really fun. Doing it every Thursday, every Wednesday. It's such a nice thing. Because then I sit there and I know it mentally helps me too. Just being like, okay, I did that. I post it on YouTube and I'm like, look at, this is me.
It's a great feeling.
It's immaculate, bro.
It's a wonderful feeling, actually.
It's so good.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, sir. Here's a song I started making a little leak. The vibrant colors there while I was on the grind. I remember when you told me everything was fine, even though I knew it and you loved it. Ooh, this is a good part. Oh, why'd you lie? Stab me in the back while he fucks you from behind.
All right, no more leak.
I'll play the beginning too, if it's still on this. Is it on this still?
That's only if you're working.
Oh! Alright, here's the beginning. Oh shit, wrong song.
Don't break hearts, don't break mine. You left with no goodbye, but out here it takes turns.
The YouTube tag is immaculate. Okay, anyways, that's part of the song, bro. That song, oh my gosh, it was so fun making that. It was so fun. Just sitting there writing down the lyrics, low-key things that have been on my mind and not things I've known have been on my mind for a hot minute, just being able to type them out in a lyrical form and singing them, that was fun.
Hell yeah.
That was fun, which is why I want to make more songs. I want you to make me a beat.
I got you.
Badly, bro. Badly. We could literally take over the world.
I can cook something up.
Yeah, no, that'd be fire.
Yeah, let me attempt.
That would be fire. But yeah, I don't know. I guess the moral of the story is freaking express yourself, bro.
Oh yeah.
Don't be scared of judgment, because I've been there and it sucks. It sucks. It just makes you anxious. It makes you terrified. Like, honestly, I was anxious that I would be awkward when you got in the car. I was super anxious of that.
Really?
Bro, I was like, oh my god, bro, I'm actually about to fumble this.
So I sparked up a blizz on the way here. I started jamming to some music and I got into the mindset of talking.
Oh, yes, sir. No, that's the
I had
stuff.
to.
I love doing it. But I don't know. Self-expression is just weird. People don't do it as often as I wish they did, which is unfortunate. But yeah, that being said, Donnie, you got anything you want to say? That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't
Sorry
know.
for people who are too young to understand, but like,
you gotta edit this shit. Yeah.
no, it stays in. It stays in. Unfortunately, that's
Oh,
okay.
Oh hell no.
Nah, it's not unfortunate. It's funny. It's funny. People are gonna be sitting there like, what the heck? They're gonna be so confused. I'm gonna lose like 8 subscribers, but who cares? Anyways, have a good evening. I'm gonna end this freaking video now.